Yo, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Post-match analysis to Orlando Pirates game against Sekhukhune, as well as Mamelodi Sundowns game against Supersport United. TSHWANE Derby. What a football matches we just witnessed, man! What a two fantastic football matches that, like, honestly, as well. I knew both games were going to be interesting, but then I didn't think we're gonna have so much action. And you know what, man? As a soccer loving fan, as a football loving fan, or local football loving fan to be exact, I'm happy. I'm happy for two reasons. The fact that, like, we have two top teams, two top teams going head to head, trying to win PSL, and also not just PSL, also going head to head in CAF Champions League. I think, guys, I think 2024-2025 season is going to be one for the history books. I think we're going to have, honestly, the best season yet. And I hope both two teams keep winning games and keep the form going, both local in PSL and also in CAF Champions League. Because imagine the scenario where you have Orlando Pirates killing each other, going at each other with Mamelodi Sundowns in PSL, and also Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates also reaching CAF Champions League. That would be historic. And for the sake of South African football, please, football gods, they need to make it happen. Imagine that scenario, having both teams going head to head. And you know what, man? As a Kaizer Chiefs fans, I'm sure wherever they are, they must be jealous. They must be like wanting to be part of this because, like I said, this could be historic. This season could be historic, but then without wasting time and also being dreaming and thinking about too much ahead in future, let's talk about today's games. We're gonna be analyzing both games. Orlando Pirates game against Sekhukhune, as well as Mamelodi Sundowns game against Supersport United. Let me see, which one do we start with? On Onamore Tomakayo Naye. Okay, we're gonna start with Mamelodi Sundowns game against Supersport United. It's 20 Derby. 20 Derby. Prior to the game, I was not happy. I don't understand why this game continuously being played midweek because for me, yes, normally does not fill the stadium doesn't get filled up with spectators, but then this game needs to be played on weekends. I think if money is invested in this game and also the marketing, if this game gets just half the marketing that Soweto Derby gets, I think this game has the potential to be one of the best games in South Africa. It actually should be the second biggest game in South Africa, but right now it found itself being the fourth or if not the fifth game of the best fixtures in South Africa because you have Orlando Pirates against Mamelodi against Chiefs. Then in second place you have Mamelodi Sundowns against Orlando Pirates. Third position you have Mamelodi Sundowns against Kaizer Chiefs. So this game should be in second position as the biggest game in South Africa. But then other than that, let's talk about the game. I mean, what a fantastic football match from Mamelodi Sundowns. The players, honestly, first half was 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, the football that Adams played, the football that Matthews played, the football that Ribeiro played, Mokoena was instrumental, was everywhere on the pitch. Linking up the midfield and the attacking, he was literally like everywhere, and again, very much providing those deadly passes in the final third. I thought he played such a fantastic football today. Mokoena, I know he didn't get an assist, he didn't get a goal, and his performance probably will go under the radar. But then, as someone that watches football and also analyzes football, you'd know that like Tebo Mokoena had a fantastic game today. And again, Lucas Ribeiro had an assist. Bro, the guy is such a fantastic footballer. I mean, the boy knows how to play football. The touches that he made, the dribbling that he made in the first half. Honestly, such a fantastic. We're so lucky that we have a player like Lucas Ribeiro in South African football because, if we're being honest, such players should be playing in Europe. But then, for him to be interested to play in South African football, it says a lot about South African football and where we are headed. And hopefully South African football will keep on attracting players like this one. Tashreeq Matthews, I mean, I've always rated Tashreeq Matthews. If you've been watching my videos, you know that like I've been frustrated with him maybe picking up injuries and also not being given enough chances in the field of play, sometimes being brought out in the early stage in the second half early, and also not starting games for Mamelodi Sundowns because the boy is talented. With more minutes, the boy will be honestly, yes, I know still young, can still go overseas, but then I think he can be such a legendary. He can become as a Mamelodi Sundowns legend because he has so much talent, and he just need a coach that will believe in him, and a coach that will unlock that potential, that level above the level above that is currently playing. Because right now, yes, he's playing well, he's scoring goals, he's providing assists and chances, but then I think he has another level to go. And I hope that like Cardozo will unlock that level for Churchill Matthews. Because imagine you have Churchill Matthews on the left flank, and then you have Rabiro on the right flank. We are so lucky, guys. And as a Mamelodi Sundowns, I'm excited. I'm so excited about the potential of this team and where this team is headed. Because I mean, like we made so much the rotation that we continue, the coach continues to make, and still being able to pick up results without any troubles. It's really impressive, and something that like can be said about Orlando Pirates. I'm gonna go to Orlando Pirates just next. And also I must say this, very important, keeping a clean sheet, a clean sheet, and just our defense being so comfortable despite missing some of the important players in defense. Today, the only player that has been playing consistently in our defense is only Malibongo Koza. Lebusa has not been playing that much for Mamelodi Sundowns, has not been starting games that many games for Mamelodi Sundowns. Left back T1, yes, he started games mostly in the early stages of the season, but then recently has not been starting games that many games for Mamelodi Sundowns. We've been having Lunga coming on playing left back. We've been having Mudiba playing left back, and then also right back. Dunyelo has not been playing that many games for Mamelodi Sundowns. We've had Morena and Mudau consistently playing at the right back. So to have a player like Dunyala slotting in at right back and still being comfortable and still being able to keep a clean sheet, it's honestly something we need to give the credit to our coaching and the technical team. Because it says there's so much hard work, and also the players are motivated. There's no players that are winning and complaining when they are not starting games. They know that like they will have opportunities to come on and start games for Mamelodi Sundowns. But then again, very important victory for Mamelodi Sundowns. I thought we played very well. We created chances. We were dominant on the ball position. We literally did not give Supersport United any space to breathe. In the first half, we dominated the position. We had like 72% of ball position. They only had 28. In the second half, that's where they kind of came into the game. They had 40% and we only had 60%. But then that was after we made those substitutions. Those substitutions taking off the likes of Alende Mokoena, which is our midfield, very integral. Ribeiro taking off Ribeiro, taking off Shalulile, and you'd expect our game to not be the same as like when we started. So hence we see that like in the second half, Supersport United kind of like came back into the game and had couple ball position. And also the fact that like they were chasing the game right now. That time already, Mamelodi Sundowns, the game was already won for us. It was just about consolidating and making sure that we keep the clean sheet and not attack Supersport United that much. But then again, man, that victory honestly is so important. Right now we find ourselves in the 9 points, 6 points ahead of Orlando Pirates. Not much change. Nothing actually has changed. Okay, the only thing that changed is the goal difference. So we're right now scoring 31 goals and only conceding 5 goals. But then again, Orlando Pirates conceding a goal today. But then their goal difference also looking healthy. Because in any other season, that's actually conceding only 6 goals in 13 games is something that like is actually good. But then again, you have a team like Mamelodi Sundowns doing much better than you. So it must be frustrating for Orlando Pirates that like just as much as like as many points as many wins as they got this season, as many clean sheets as they kept in this season, they still not able to reach the level that Mamelodi Sundowns is right now. Because any other season, the form that Orlando Mamelodi Sundowns are in, I mean Orlando Pirates are in now, they should be number one comfortably. But then there's just that monster on top of the league, which is Mamelodi Sundowns. And you know what, man? So happy with the performance of from the boys. And also Miguel Cardozo, bro. I see you. I see you, Miguel Cardozo, bro. Like I'm so. I'm optimistic. We're starting to play our the real Mamelodi Sundowns way. Right now, the performance are coming, and I was like, I said this during the CAF Champions League group stage. I was like, you know what? We're not playing well. We're not playing well. But then again, in CAF Champions League, as long as like we qualify for the group for the knockout stages, it's important to know when to play well in CAF Champions League. It's all good and well when when you are win so many games in the CAF Champions League group stages. But then what matters is how you play in the knockout stages. And right now we are picking up the form, and we're starting to play well, and we're creating chances, and we're scoring goals, and this is where it matters the most. And I'm so happy that we're hitting the form in the latest day. We'll be hitting the form in the later stages of the CAF Champions League. And then again, going to Orlando Pirates game against Sekhukhune United. What a football match! Honestly, this game, honestly, like what a game! What a game, man! Like the game, like had everything, man. Like Sekhukhune United, they were wasteful just as much as Orlando Pirates, because on any other day, this game, I would actually say Orlando Pirates are actually lucky to walk away with the 3 points, because bro, the saves that China made, bro, like China, honestly, he's the most underrated player at Orlando Pirates. I need to say it. Probably the most underrated player, goalkeeper. Okay, not maybe not the most underrated goalkeeper, because I think it's rated. The fact that like he's called for Bafana it means like the code the Bafana code rates him. But then at Orlando Pirates, you hardly hear Orlando Pirates fans actually giving him credits and acknowledging him. I mean, I've been there during the days of Senzo Mio. I know that Orlando Pirates would always rave about Senzo Mio's performance. I've been there during the days of Monique Joseph. I know that Orlando Pirates would always rave about Monique Joseph saves. And also, I can even go back and say, I've been there during the days of Chancer. Orlando Pirates would always rave about Chancer's saves. Even back there, the terms of William Ukpara, they would always rave about his saves. But then Sipuchane, you hardly hear Orlando Pirates make so noise about him. And the guy has won so many titles for Orlando Pirates, has won so many games for Orlando Pirates, making crucial penalty saves, making saves in the later in the dime minutes of the match. And you hardly hear people talking about him and say like, "Oh, Sipo China." I don't know what is it about him. Maybe it's not as flamboyant as the likes of Monique Joseph and Senzo Miwa used to be, but the boy is such a good goalkeeper. He is such a good goalkeeper, man. Like he makes the saves that he continues to make. Like, and the thing is, it's not about just the saves. The fact that like he has the ability to make penalty saves. I think it's about time Orlando Pirates acknowledge Sipo China, because the guy is such a top goalkeeper. He is such a top goalkeeper, and the fact that like he hardly makes mistakes. He hardly makes mistake, which is something very like you hardly find goalkeeper that don't make. Look at Richard Ofori, the mistakes, the calamities of mistake that he is making. He was making the very same mistakes even at Orlando Pirates. The guy who I can't He used to be goalkeeper for Orlando Pirates. He used to make so many mistakes at Orlando Pirates. Sipo China doesn't make, even Melusi Butelis. He makes so many mistakes. I remember when used to play a couple of games last season against Supersport. He would make mistakes against Orlando Pirates for Orlando Pirates. But Sipo China, man, he is such a solid goalkeeper, man. I needed to say something about him. And yeah, Orlando Pirates are actually very, very lucky and in a very strong position to have a goalkeeper as solid as Sipo China. But then again, going to the game, I thought it was such a fantastic football match. And Van Rooyen had actually such a tough day at the office. Such a tough day at the office, because I thought Mbule and Magalo did not give him a time to rest. And I think going to play Saturday's game against Mamelodi Sundowns, he needs to really, really rest and do his homework, because I feel like if he's gonna have those lapses of concentration and allow wingers to isolate him like that, the way they isolated him today, he's gonna have something coming waiting for him against Mamelodi Sundowns. But then again, I thought Orlando Pirates played well. Makaula continues to honestly to be a standard player for Orlando Pirates. The guy is so consistent. He's so consistent. Today, I kind of like feel like he had that midfield on his own. Mbata, yes, he was there, but then I don't think Mbata had his best game today. I don't think Mbata had it. I know maybe it might be easy for me to say this because Makauda scored a goal. But then the fact that like Orlando Pirates went on to win despite the difficult conditions that they were playing in, and also Mbata not being at his best, still Orlando Pirates were able to win this game. I think Makaula is very, very instrumental. He is very, very instrumental to Orlando Pirates because, if you're being honest, Petri Masoni did not have such a great game today. Mabaso also did not have a very good game today. But then Hoto, man, Hoto continues to be that player for Orlando Pirates. But then one thing I'm not happy with Orlando Pirates, the fact that like even today, Saleng still not being given like it's still a wall. Nothing's been said, no updates around Saleng. Can Orlando Pirates keep going and reach game week 20 still isolating Saleng, still going to games without Saleng? It's not sustainable. Yes, right now they will win games, but then it's not sustainable. To win a league or to go far in the league and also in the CAF Champions League, you need all your best players. You need all your best players. So whatever that Orlando Pirates is trying to do, it's not going to be sustainable. They cannot win the league without Saleh. They cannot win the league without Saleh. The proof is is in the pudding. They've won Nedbank Cup. They've won MTN 8. They've won Culling. Have they won? No, they've not won Culling Black Label. But they've won titles, domestic titles with Saleh. They also won MTN 8 recently with Saleh, which he was very, very much instrumental. So right now, they want to do something that they've not been able to do in the past seasons before Saleh. So they need to bring back Saleh in this, because what's going to happen once Dion Hoto lose form, because Dion Hoto is not going to be providing goals and assists every game week. Today, yes, the reliable Mufukeng did not provide any assist or goals, but then Dion Hoto came to party. So Orlando Pirates need to give themselves all the chances and all every opportunity this season to win the league. And continuing to isolate Saleng is not going to help Orlando Pirates in the long run. It's not going to help them. That's just fact. Even Orlando Pirates fans, they know that they do need Saleng. They do need Saleng. You compare that with Mamelodi Sundowns, the amount of players that Mamelodi Sundowns utilized this season, comparing to Orlando Pirates side. Look, today, yes, Kabalo Dlamini always come, but then look, he came on 86 minutes. You don't want to impact game around in the 86 minutes. Raspucha, 86 minutes. You don't want to, and also, I mean, this player that came on today, other than Mahopa and Dlamini, who can you like? I don't think besides Dlamini and Mahopa, there's no other player that you can rely on here to come on and win the game for Orlando Pirates. So you're not giving yourself all the like enough chances when you just like leave Saleng out of the 18-man squad, because you're not gonna win the league with players that are not entirely happy in your squad. So that's just like how it is in football. To go far, you need all your players, and also you need all your players happy. Mabasa today did not have a great chance, but then also he was not provided that many opportunities. I don't think, like I said, Masonga today did not have the best game, and when Masonga is not playing well, obviously it's a number 10. The strikers are going to struggle. The strikers are not going to have the service that they normally had. Today we had Mbata and Patrick Masonga not in the best form, not their best game today. And you know that Mbata is also very critical in linking up the midfield and also the defense, and also which frees Petit Masongi to play his normal game and be impactful around the 18 area of the opposition side. Today he was not able to do that. That's why Chofatu Mabaso struggled. So it's so easy to actually analyze Orlando Pirates' performance today. But then again, Dion Hoto was impactful. The free kick that he scored in the first half, which honestly Sangare should have done better there. I was so disappointed with Sangare, because that's actually a routine save. That's a routine save. And for Sangare to allow that free kick to go in, so it was such a letdown. It was such a letdown. But then again, second goal that Orlando Pirates scored, bro, what a fantastic goal from Makaula, man. The guy, he is such a reliable player for Orlando Pirates. He's such a reliable player for Orlando Pirates, because if he doesn't score that goal, and then Polokwane City, this game ends in a 0-0. because you could see in the later stage of the first half, and also in the second half, that like Sekhukhune United were actually more like impactful. They were they were threatening, just that like did not finish their chances. And also the fact that CHIPPA was also a difference. CHIPPA today played out of his skin. Like the save that he made, the header, no, it was not a header, it was like it was a cross, and it's such a fantastic save, man, from CHIPPA. And like I said, Orlando Pirates were actually lucky to actually walk away with 3 points, because the way that game finished, man, the way that game finished. And also big up to Tom, because on any other day, if it was any other ref, that foul in the latest around 8 something minutes between CHIPPA, I can't remember. Uh, he had a clash with the Sekhukhune player. If it was any other ref, if it was any other ref, it's a penalty. If it was any other ref, it's a penalty. Yes, it was not a penalty because CHIPPA made a contact with the ball first, and it was a 50-50 challenge. But then if it was any other ref, maybe that ref calls it a penalty, and it's kind of like things get messy for Orlando Pirates. So yeah, very very crucial 3 points for Orlando Pirates. I think going to Saturday's fixture, this just makes that Saturday fixture even extra more special, man, because I think we're gonna have such a fantastic game on Saturday, and I cannot wait for that match, man. I cannot wait for that match. Orlando Pirates against Mamelodi Sundowns. Orlando Pirates, who might be without Sesane, because he came off today with what looked like a serious injury. And if Sesane won't be, or if Orlando Pirates will be missing Sesane on Saturday, I think they will be at a disadvantage, because Kogi has not been playing that many games this season. And also, I don't think Kogi is as good as Sesane. So things might actually be a little tricky for Orlando Pirates if Sesane misses that game. And also the fact that they will be playing away from home. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think that's the game on Saturday will tell us a lot more about this Orlando Pirates side. Will tell us a lot more about this Orlando Pirates side. Can they go to Polokwane, get 3 points, go back to Soweto after 3 days? Not even 3 days. Today, after 2 days, go to Pretoria and put up a good performance again, get a draw or win. If they can get any of the two, a draw or win, I think, I think Orlando Pirates fans, they can be optimistic and more and excited about the season, because I made my prediction. I think Mamelodi Sundowns will win that game, because we are playing at home. Our players are playing well. We're well rested. We're hitting the form, and we have much better squad compared to Orlando Pirates. I think we will win that game. I think we'll win that game. And like I said, maybe I'm biased, but then the way I'm seeing it, also the fact that like today, the team kind of looking like Leicester, Mavaso not playing well, Mbata not playing well. We played very well, and also the fact that like Mofokeng can actually be marked out of the game, because yes, today was deadly. He was making those runs, those penetrating run, playing on the shoulder of the defense. He was deadly going forward. But then again, he would be playing a different team on Saturday against Mamelodi Sundowns. I cannot wait for that game. I cannot wait for that game, man. Van Rooyen, bro, there's a guy at Mamelodi Sundowns called Tashi Matthews. There's also another guy called Lucas Ribeiro. Let's see if Orlando Pirates can keep up with that Mamelodi Sundowns attack, because that Mamelodi Sundowns attack is looking very, very, very deadly right now. They're looking very, very good. Saturday is going to be a humdinger of a football match. And with the way Orlando Pirates is playing right now, with possibly the absence of Sesane, I think Mamelodi Sundowns will have 3 points. But then again, that's just my prediction. I will have another prediction on another video on Friday, analyzing and previewing that game for Orlando Pirates against Mamelodi Sundowns. But then again, I think Pirates to be winning Soweto Derby, and again going to Polokwane and getting 3 points, I think that needs to be acknowledged. They deserve so much credit. Soweto Derby is such a difficult game to play. It takes so much out of you. So for them to get 3 points against Chiefs in the Soweto Derby, to go to Polokwane in a game I predicted that maybe it might end in a draw, to get 3 points. So now going to Pretoria against Mamelodi Sundowns, if they can get 3 points, I I I think it will be hard. It will be hard not to not to say Orlando Pirates are the favorites to win the league. But then right now, I'm thinking 60-40. Mamelodi Sundowns are favorites to win the league. But then I can't see Orlando Pirates getting 9 points in those three fixtures because these are actually very, very difficult fixtures. KAIZER Chiefs, Soweto Derby, Sekhukhune away, and Mamelodi Sundowns away. If they can get 3 points, imagine if they get 3 points. I don't think it will happen though. But then, anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Oh, before going out, let me just check something. I mean, just take a look at that. The statistics here. You can see this game was actually very close. Since I said after all is said and done, Orlando Pirates were actually very, very, very lucky to walk away with 3 points. Very, very lucky to walk away with 3 points. But then again, it does not matter how you get to the 3 points. What matters is that like they have 3 points, they still on track uh, to win the league. They had two big chances. Sekhukhune also had two big chances. Total shots, they had 14. Sekhukhune had 13. Goalkeepers saved both goalkeepers made two four saves each. So you can see this was a very, very close game. It was very, very close encounter, man. And yeah, man, cannot wait for Saturday. Cannot wait for Saturday. Anyways, thank you for watching. And please do like and subscribe. See you guys soon.